Okay, so basically, this video that I'm about to pull up was already pulled up. I'm about to react to is the title of it says, what does this thing say? It says Trump just shut down Lululemon as stores implode. These titles, man. Shout out to the people that's paying $120 for the yoga pants. $120 for some yoga. Yo, let's just start the video, bro, before I get pissed off.
Especially hard, Lululemon customers are calling out the company for not doing more to stop repeat thieves.
So Lululemon, they've got some problems, and they might be in a no-win situation trying to survive in 2025 America, where in-store crime is a huge problem, magnified by the brand's tolerance for repeated flash mob-style robberies. However, while the brand is also facing competition from cheaper, more affordable alternatives, some say the biggest threat facing Lululemon might actually be America's new president.
Seriously, get out!
Bold, brazen thieves targeting Lululemon stores.
That don't seem like the actual issue. I'm seeing people robbing the store. How much do you want to bet that this is a blue city? How much you want to bet? Prize picks, plus or minus, definitely a blue city. How much do you want to bet? Huh? Blue state, blue city, whatever. Usually it's city. They got red states that have blue cities within them, and for some reason, some odd reason, they're also bad on crime. The policies are horrible. The people are horrible, crime ridden. They love crime. They love to steal things. You start the video saying, yo, Trump's tariffs or the new president might be the reason Lululemon is having issues, and then you run literally seconds later, it's flash mob shoplifting in Lululemon. Come on now, bro. Like we gotta come on.
All over Houston, and customers have had enough.
For an employee to tell us it doesn't last that long, they're not violent, just hang out for a minute, normalizing that is just insanity to me.
Police say a Lululemon store on the Upper East Side was robbed of thousands of dollars in merchandise. Investigators releasing these images of the 5 suspects they're looking for at this hour.
Back in 2024, our CNBC investigation showed in some cases, the thieves are part of organized retail crime groups, stealing goods to sell for cash.
Police say in 2 days, this organized crime crew stole some $30,000 in high-end merchandise from these Lululemon stores. Investigators say this group moved on to hit Lululemon stores in New York, Connecticut, Utah, and then Minnesota.
Is that putting a strain on resources for HPD?
Yes, ma'am. It's a lot of calls for service.
In just 6 months, at the Heights store, the Rice Village, and the City Center Lululemon locations, flash mob shoplifters struck 51 times.
Let's go back a little bit.
Locations, flash mob shoplifters struck 51 times.
So what's the plot of this? This is what I be saying when you guys, everybody's just brainwashed. Yo, Trump did this, Trump did that. Your store got looted 51 times. Huh? Houston. This is a blue city. Houston is blue. Lackluster on crime. Everybody does what they want to do. There's no accountability. How much you want to bet that this store says in the front of it, we do not tolerate racial discrimination? But the people that coming into your store, they might look like this. They might look a little bit like this, or a little bit darker. Not, I'm just saying. Let's see if we see some white people robbing these stores in Houston. It's sad to say, but we gotta call a spade a spade. We gotta call a spade a spade. Y'all keep out here playing. Y'all keep out here not telling people, yo, y'all gotta make us look better. You're a part of our community. You have to make us look better out here. You're making us look bad. Okay? You need to chill. Okay? You need to chill. Nobody's chilling. Everybody's doing what they want to do. They robbing stores. They stealing hats, sneakers, $120 yoga pants out of Lululemon. Nobody's calling the cops. Nobody's snitching on people. Listen, I am a citizen of the United States and a civilian that is law abiding. If I'm shopping at Lululemon and I know one of you niggas robbed the store and y'all about to get my store shut down, I'm telling on y'all. What? Let's keep this bullshit going. Shit is crazy, bro.
So fans of Lululemon are furious that President Trump's tariffs might jack up their prices even more. But what nobody's talking about is even though tariffs are part of the reason the company's prices are going up, they certainly aren't the only reason. In particular, the brand's lax attitude towards theft is a huge issue for its law-abiding customers, who don't even realize that the prices they pay subsidize corporate losses from those with sticky fingers, who apparently face little to no pushback from store employees as a
Read what that says. We do not tolerate racism, discrimination, or hate. Why do y'all love being so politically correct? And then in the same breath that y'all don't want to be politically correct, right? You don't call out people. You don't set up the security. You don't have people accountable for the things that's happening within your store, and you selling $120 yoga pants that they're stealing and selling for $60. You better start doing something in there. So you want to blame Trump's tariffs? Blame how you price your products. You price your products horrible. I've never bought a Lululemon nothing. I could go to the Kohl's store right there down the block. I could go to Kohl's. I could go right there to Kohl's and pay a fraction, a fifth of whatever son paid for his gym shorts or whatever son paid for his muscle shirt. You're not making sense. People aren't making sense today. People aren't using common sense. Everybody want to be politically correct when you're just being a fucking idiot. You understand? Stop being an idiot. Okay?
a matter of company policy. Now, of course, nobody should put their life on the line for a product in a store, but when crooks have an easier time stealing from Lululemon than, say, a grocery store, that should be a red flag. But it's not. And now, tariffs in particular are hitting this company's
Listen to me, bro. Stop mentioning tariffs. The main problem is shoplifters. For the first 2 minutes of this video, you mentioned tariffs, you mentioned President Trump, and then in the same breath, I'm seeing wild hooligans running up and grabbing shit out the store with ski masks on and hoodies.
Super thin profit
Like what?
margins, because pretty much everything made here is now subject to President Trump's new agenda, with 40% of their materials coming from Vietnam and just under 30% coming from China, two countries squarely in the crosshairs of what many are saying is a rebalancing of the global trade landscape. On top of that, customers have just gone through 4 years of financial turmoil starting in 2020, and many just don't have money for $120 yoga pants anymore.
Lululemon, get some money. Lululemon, get some money, which I know you got. You telling people that you got tight margins. Get some good security in these stores in these blue cities. Go over there and get them. Get armed security. You got the money. You keep falling into President Trump's tariffs because you don't want you and your friends to fall out. Get you some money that I know you got and pay for that security. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying, bro. You trying to tell me that this bag, this bullshit right here is... How much you think this bag costs? If the yoga pants is $120, I'm guessing that bag is like 90 or 50 or some shit. Some bullshit. That's some bullshit you get out of Amazon for $19.95. That's some bullshit, bro. Come on, man.
Which brings us to the real reason Lululemon's in a lot of trouble. They were already selling less overpriced merchandise. They've got their massive crime problem, and now these tariffs threaten to just push them over the edge. But probably the most shocking development is company management seems to have no idea how to turn any of this around, which is why they're raising prices on the few remaining customers they've got left, something that surely won't help them pump up their sales numbers, which have been in decline for the last few.
So the tariffs raised your price, and the consistent shoplifting that has been going on raised the price because you lost money when you got your shit took. So you raise money because you got your shit took, and you blame Trump because your prices went up. So both variables raised your price.
2 years. A problem made infinitely worse when the costs to operate just keep going up. Not just the cost of materials, but the costs of wages. Even the power needed to run these stores. But as you're about to see, even though there is one thing this company could do to start saving money right now, for some reason, they're not gonna do it, and nobody's quite sure why.
Huh?
So here we find ourselves at a Lululemon inside a very expensive shopping center in downtown Brooklyn. There's a Target, there's a Katz's Deli, there was a Macy's over here. There's a whole bunch of other flagship clothing stores in this area. But if criminals had to pick one place to come in and rob, they would pick this one, and that's a problem.
Bold, brazen thieves targeting Lululemon stores all over Houston, and customers have had enough.
For an employee to tell us it doesn't last that long, they're not violent, just hang out for a minute. Normalizing that is just insanity to me. I mean, why?
Yeah, that is insanity. That is insanity. You guys that run these stores, listen, if you ever see this video, I want to tell y'all are fucking idiots. Y'all are stupid. If somebody poses a threat, no matter what they look like, nobody should be hanging out in front of your store. The DEFCON levels has already been raised. It's an imminent threat. Your store has been robbed dozens of times, 51 times. You see somebody hanging out in front of the store chilling, tell them to get the fuck out of the way. Cause we are on high alert right now. We're on high alert. Y'all get out of here. People have been robbing our stores, and we don't want to think that y'all want to rob this store. and steal $120 with yoga pants when you could get the same yoga pants for $35 at Kohl's? Like, what? Yo, as I've gotten older, right? Like, when I'm watching just how politics and just how voluntarily stupid people want to be because they don't want to seem like they're on one side or the other. No, this is common sense. People are robbing your store with your overpriced bullshit gym clothes. You should probably get security. You should start taking accountability for yourself. You understand?
So here we have a woman who was inside a Lululemon when one of these flash mob style robberies took place, and the store employees told her, hey, just chill out, it'll all be over soon. They're non-violent. Can you believe that? Apparently the customer couldn't believe it either, and to them it seemed like the employees were normalizing this theft of the very products she was in there willing to pay full price for. Products that are about to have higher prices if they find themselves on this list the president is holding right here. But tariffs aren't the only problem.
So somebody's robbing your store, right? Somebody's robbing your store. These people are idiots. Oh my God, somebody's robbing the store. They walking in with ski masks. They taking this shit. They taking out your sweaters and hoodies with extra aggression. They grabbing shit off. Get out of my way. They're not violent. They're not aggressive. Just let them take it. Just let them take it. Okay, just let them take it. Y'all are pussies.
Well, the company's CEO says its loyal customer base just isn't spending as much money as they used to, which essentially means the brand is burning the candle at both ends. And here's why that is.
We're just shoveling as much merchandise as possible.
They're called Lulu Boosters, selling stolen goods on social media. From these stores to your Facebook feed, the organized retail theft is easy to track.
Is that putting a strain on resources for HPD?
Yes, ma'am.
So this broadcast is for...
You know what I say? I say let them fail. Let Lululemon fail. Let them fail. Okay, let them fail. Let them fail. All right? Just let them, since they want to be dumb, just let them fail. Let them close down their stores. Let them keep being stupid. Let them fail. Like, I'm with that. Let them fail. Let them die off. Let them go away. Just go away. Since y'all want to be dumb, okay? These people are stupid, bro. Like, honestly.
Houston, but the Lululemons here in New York, they've got a similar problem. These places are getting raided all the time. And it's not exactly uncommon to see police cars or even police officers parked at our stores after the thieves have made off with tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise. And part of the reason this happens is because to criminals, these stores are an absolute goldmine, as the overpriced stuff they run out the door with can be sold for up to 70% off on the internet. But since this is a 100% profit-based business model for these thieves, they're a guaranteed paycheck. Just look here on eBay, stuff that costs over $100 in the store, you can find a pretty similar looking item right
here. Yo, robbers, since they want to be dumb, I'm gonna say this: y'all get y'all money, man. Y'all get y'all money. The NYPD want to show up conveniently after y'all finish robbing the store. Y'all get y'all money, cause these people that own these stores, these employees, some of them complaining. I see the lady up there with the ponytail, she complaining. Just let them fail. Let them just... Yo, scammers, y'all get y'all money, man. They not doing nothing about it. They not doing nothing about it in these blue cities. If you go into a red city, you're gonna die. But these blue cities, they're not gonna do nothing. They're gonna be like, oh, just let them go take it. Okay, just Trump. We don't want Trump to come and get them and deport them, or we don't... Fucking idiots, bro. Y'all are... Listen, y'all are stupid. I'm telling y'all are stupid. Look at me. Y'all are dumb. Lululemon, CEO Lululemon, you're an idiot. people that own them, the managers in them stores in Lululemon, y'all are stupid. Y'all are dumb. I hope y'all feel.
Here, these are apparently brand new, still got the tags. Wow. Now, there's no way to prove that these items were stolen from Lululemon stores, but if you're a customer and this is what you want to buy, why not save almost $100 and just get it online from some person that somehow happens to have brand new merchandise? And you know something? Some customers are probably doing this because the CEO is quoted as saying, "We experienced lower store traffic in the Americas, particularly reflective of economic uncertainty, inflationary pressures, lower consumer confidence, and changes in discretionary spending." Which is a nice way of saying that if your customers can save money, they're certainly going to, and if they can do it while still buying your products, well, they might just do that too.
In just 6
Some people find, okay, listen, Lululemon. Some people, if they find, which is a lot of people, it seems like them people that got your yoga pants on them stores in the little eBay shop, it seem like they're selling your shit for a third of the price. Word gets around that your $98 yoga pants is $34.99 on eBay. Guess what? Lil Ron from down the street is gonna get 100% profit on the shit that you manufactured. So who's smarter, him or you? That's a trick question. Don't answer that. Stupid.
months at the Heights store, the Rice Village, and the City Center Lululemon locations, flash mob shoplifters struck 51 times. On January 4th, thieves stole 200.
So, you've got this broadcast of thefts happening in Houston. There was a big theft ring out of Colorado that just got busted, and those guys, they were actually leaving.
Oh, Colorado, another blue city. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. Who would have guessed that? Huh? Who would have guessed that? Not me. I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
The state, stealing stuff in other states, including New York. And theft rings single these stores out because underneath the hooded thugs stuffing things in their jackets are websites, Instagram accounts, eBay accounts. And in places like New York, where you can resell designer goods on a street corner, some criminals don't even need to know how to use a computer to make money. And with company management blaming skittish shoppers for their belt tightening, so to speak, it's pretty obvious that a lot of the sales that brands used to experience now happen online through third parties, where customers are duped into thinking the criminals selling things on a legitimate looking website haven't done anything wrong, yet are part of a criminal underworld that just seems to be growing. But for some reason, the company doesn't seem to have any plans to stop criminals from ripping armfuls of clothing from their shelves and then offloading them on the internet.
Thieves stole 210 pairs of leggings worth $21,000 from the Rice Village location. 1 hour later, a group took $18,000 worth of clothes from the City Center store. And reports show on January 8th.
You know how much opportunity that is, that you stole $18,000 worth of $100 items? That's a lot of opportunity that you had to come and go from that store. You made 18 grand, no overhead costs in manufacturing. Police barely trying to get you. I see that you got caught here. You got caught. They got you. Finally. But they lost $18,000 worth of shit. Listen, I don't need to watch no more of this video. I'm done, okay? I reacted to this. The Trump just shut down Lululemon as stores implode. Listen, bro. This ain't Trump's fault. This is your fault. Lululemon CEOs, managers of these stores, this is your fault. It's nobody else's fault. You're not doing nothing when these thugs come into your store. You're not doing nothing. Okay, they're coming in, they're taking your profits, and they're going to buy true Coach bags, Louis bags, paying their rent off, their mortgage off. And it's your fault. Take accountability. Get some security, real security that's in them stores, armed security. Okay? Make sure the right political leaders, the right public servants, they're in office, they're in power, and they could protect your stores. Cause for me, I just think y'all are dumb. Okay, I don't have any sympathy for y'all. I don't. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm out of here, bro. Stupid ass $120 yoga pants.